Okay, now let us look at another equation that appears very complex, but we can solve it once we break down the complexity. Now, here is the equation that we have. We have 5x minus twice of 2x minus 7 equals to 2 times 3x minus 1 plus 7 by 2. Now, here you can see that we can follow the last example wherein we said, we can multiply this whole, both the left hand side and the right hand side by the LCM of denominators. We can get rid of the denominators. Now, we will not follow that approach over here, just we'll take another alternative. So what we can do is, first, in such type of cases, we should try to simplify the left hand side of the equation and the right hand side of the equation. So that's what we are going to do, and what I'm going to do is just to draw a line over here so that we know with what we are solving. So now let's look at the left hand side first. So we have 5x minus, what I will do is multiply with this 2 with 2x and then multiply this 2 with 7 minus 7. So 5x into 2 times 2x is, so you need to understand that this is minus, so you have 2 times 2 is 4x, and then 2 times minus 7 is minus 14. Okay, now remember that this is a minus sign, so when we open up the braces we have 5x minus 4x, but because we have this minus of 14, so it becomes plus 14. Okay, so this is an important thing to keep in mind when opening braces. Be careful of the sign that is over here, okay, because that sign, for example in this case, is changed minus 14 to plus 14. Now 5x minus 4x is x and this 14 is 14, so we have simplified our left hand side to x plus 14. Now let us look at the right hand side. The same thing, what we'll do is we'll multiply 2 with 3x and also multiply the 2 with minus 1. So we have 2 times 3 is 6x and 2 times minus 1 is minus 2 plus 7 by 2. Okay. Now this is what we have at this point in time. Now what we could do is to simplify it a bit further this side by taking the LCM of 1 and 2, which is 2. So we have 6x minus, this one becomes 4, and plus 7 divided by 2, or 7 minus 4 actually gives us 3. So we have 6x plus 3 by 2. So the simplified equation that we now have is x plus 14 equals 6x plus 3 by 2. So if we just pause here before moving on to solving this equation, you found out how we just tackled it a bit differently by solving out the or simplifying the left hand side and the right hand side as we got it over here, that is x plus 14 is equal to 6x plus 3 by 2. Now let us proceed to solve this equation finally. So the form that we got was x plus 14 equals 6x plus 3 by 2. Now once we are here, you can proceed with the usual way. All you could do is transpose the variables to the one side, the terms that have the variables and the terms that have the constants onto the one side, and we have been following the notion of having all the variables on the left hand side. So we transpose 6x to the left hand side and 14 to the right hand side. So we have x minus 6x, the sign changes because of the transposition, then 3 by 2 minus 14. Now x minus 6x gives us minus 5x, and this one we solve by taking the LCM, making both having a common denominator. So the LCM of 2 and 1 is 2, and therefore we have 3 minus, you multiply this 14 by 2, which gives us 28. Now if you look at this, we have minus 5x equals 23 minus 28 gives us minus 25 by 2. Okay, now what if we were to divide both the sides, or multiply both the sides by minus 1 by 5? That is, just we can get rid of this negative sign and the 5 as well. So what we do is minus 5x multiplied by minus 1 by 5 equals minus 25 by 2 into minus 1 by 5. Now this negative sign becomes a positive one, and this 5 gets cancelled, so we have x on the, so this actually comes out to be x on the left hand side, and so 5 times 5 is 25. So all we get over here is x equals 5 by 2, and this is the solution. Now you could actually check that this solution is correct by substituting the value of this x equals 5 by 2 into the original equation, and that would, if both the left hand side and the right hand sides are satisfied by this value of x, it is a valid equation, and which it is a valid solution. So that's another way. Now as you saw that we use the concept of LCM but in a different way. So the whole idea that I'm trying to bring out over here is that the moment you have complex equations, try a couple of approaches to simplify, and then it becomes a lot easier to get the solution.